Yes, and welcome back to a brand new episode of DUD or SPUD. I am Maniacal Mac.
I'm Hibbs.
And Hibbs, this is a tongue twister, innit? We watched the trailer on this, pissed ourselves laughing, cut it off halfway through and went, we're watching it. What is this one we're going for, good sir?
It's called Samurai Vampire Bikers from Hell.
Samurai Vampire Bikers from Hell. Samurai Vampire Bikers from Hell.
We were chatting that just before, just so I could remember I wouldn't forget the name. But anyway, this looks ridiculously funny. Like, the quality of the act is probably going to be fucking terrible in it. So can't wait to see this.
The trailer opens up with the guy speaking. You can't hear because it's just all background noise. It switches to the other villain in the same room and his audio is a lot more clearer. Still shit, but clearer. So we were laughing at that. The guy called Scott Shaw, I've heard of his name before. I think he's fairly well known for, like, done quite a few bad films. I haven't seen many, like, don't know if I've seen any of his films.
Don't know if I've seen
I've heard of his name because when he said Scott Shaw, I was like, I heard that somewhere. Came out in 92. Again, it just looks so cheap, straight to VHS, obviously, in it. So, should we just say no more and just... Oh, yeah, the last thing we should say, it was like, oh, like, how long is this fucking going to be?
51 minutes long.
So, it's like, this don't even classify as a feature film. Like, because to my knowledge, feature films, you got to be like 70 minutes plus to classify as a feature film. So I was like, oh, man, this film's been cut off, innit? So, I opened the film up, went right to the end, just see if there's credits. There was credits here. So, 51 minutes.
So this is going to be interesting.
So, should we go into it?
Yeah.
Right then, so, Samurai Vampire Bikers from Hell. Samurai Vampire Bikers from Hell. We're going to be chanting that at the end, I knew it. We'll be back with you soon. Peace. Okay, so we're back now after watching Samurai Vampire Bikers from Hell. AKA, if you were to edit any kind of video, you know, like when you chop everything up, you should chop it all up in coincidental order as you should edit it. And what you do is just go... I'll take that, randomly put them in a fucking blender, and out comes a film.
But we won't write a menu, like that was too much money.
What? What was the point of that one transition then?
How are you? Tell us your business, man.
Why is he in there? How is he in
there?
there?
The one's 51 minutes long, because they cut into different scenes and they're explaining nothing about it.
Yeah. Like, the choice of music and everything is so off, isn't it? Like, nothing blends in, it's just... This whole film is just... like, made up scenes blended into a blender and just thrown together, and I'm like, there we go. Why is he getting off of her now?
Hey, Lucas,
It seems like loads of scenes are missing. Do you know what it is, Hibbs? This film originally was 5 hours long, and he was like, fuck. And he's cut it down so... He's like chopped it so bad that...
And the rest of the scenes...
Relevant scenes he got rid of.
Couldn't put them in.
I got a theory, Hibbs. Right? He filmed this in a weekend. Yeah. Right? The next weekend he filmed another film. And he decided to edit both of them on the same weekend.
Put them together.
And he fucked up because he put certain edits in here that should be in the other film. And little parts that should be in the other film in this film. And he's mixed up little scenes.
I just think this is his idea of a film and it's terrible.
Well, that's definitely the more likely reason, let's be fair. So, it starts off with our main guy Shaw, who directed, produced it. It was one of them things, innit?
Yeah. Find me another time. They've already put Scott Shaw up there twice, haven't they?
He's directed, produced, acted it. I think it's one of them films.
Yeah, but it didn't say anything to it, like it said Scott
yeah,
Shaw.
I think it just said Scott Shaw, just so remembered his name, but... Wow. Hibbs. What was any of the point of that?
I don't know.
It's like, you know, Tommy Wiseau, when he makes a film, he directs and does it, this is what he's done.
Never Neil Breen, but...
It's basically, yeah, like one of
maybe even slightly more professional than Breen, even though this is shit. Actually, at least Neil Breen, you can hear what he's saying.
Well, sometimes. Even though you can hear what he's saying, don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
I wonder if Scott Shaw did the sound. Starts off with the scene where those two... Well, what we obviously know vampires threaten the woman.
Yeah, literally in the alleyway is how it starts, isn't it? And then they all go that weird sword thing, and we're like, what the fuck was that effect?
Oh, so that bit of the trailer then is actually the start.
Hollywood? Hollywood's just a state of mind.
We're not gonna take you to Hollywood. We're not gonna take you to heaven. We're not even gonna take you to hell. We're gonna make you one of us.
At least for a little while.
At least for What the fuck was it? At least for what? And they use that well-known screen that everyone uses in their film, the royalty-free one, innit? The whatever it's fucking called, which they turn her into a vampire, and then she
joins them. Then
she joins them.
Yeah.
She's got this like group of vampire, and throughout the whole film, this one group of vampire at a party, and this film seems to go over the course of about 3 days, I'm guessing, because, you know, shit's happening, you know, it's going to take time. But these people are at an exact same party for 3 days throughout the whole film, because they keep taking people and bringing them back. What? That hard cut into music then, bro. What? You filmed this in the back of your garden, you're trying to say it's a nightclub? Fuck off.
Back to the party, which we don't know nothing about what it's about or why it's relevant.
My brain is probably already shut down, bro. I'm already going to stop asking questions, I think. Like, the same party's been going on, like, for 3 days. So then he goes into fucking Shaw, our amazing hero. He walks into the room, doesn't he? And you got the 2 guards there, and then he put the fucking swords up, and he's in a cloak, and they say something to him, and we're like, what the fuck? And then he gives him that petty little push like that, and then he go, what? And then he go into the warehouse, and they start fighting. He don't have his sword, and his cloak's off.
The sword had disappeared. Don't know why.
So he's fighting 2 different people. But then while he's fighting these people, it cuts to scenes where he's got his sword back and he's fighting different people. And which we find out later, there's a scene in particular right in the intro. They literally repeat in the outro, and he just extended it in the last scene. It's the exact same people he's fighting.
Yeah, it's like mix-free cuts.
He's literally accidentally put the edit that should have been a final scene here and there, little cuts in. Throughout this whole film, there's like parts that should be here and here together, and then scenes going on, then it comes in. So he's literally accidentally not put it together. Or I reckon he exported
that was a good idea, mate.
He exported the film, exported it, and it went fucked up, glitched up, and re-rendered everything differently, and he just didn't check it and pressed it. That's the only way it could have possibly come out.
Oh my God. So I'm gonna assume like that's the fucking.
That's the hunter guy now who's gonna.
I'm gonna assume it's about a job, like that's what I'm so got out of it.
Well, he's a hunter, isn't he? Yeah, did you see that pathetic push he gave him? What?
It's just
what? Where's the swords? Why have they not got the swords in it? Why is his cloak off and why is he not got the sword? Hibbs, with why?
They're back.
Now he's got a sword.
Yeah, the swords are back. What? How were they not there and then there?
What? The guy just stood there and took an hit. What's going on with this editing? What is happening? Bro, this must be like the unfinished version, bro. This cannot be the finished version. No fucking chance. He's got his cloak back on!
Oh my God. How are they still alive anyway?
And it's different guys he's fighting.
Pass, Alexander Bell. We'll meet another time.
Why me another time?
You can pass now. Are you seriously using a transition like that? This is from the fucking beginning in the film, bro. Remember what we were saying?
Yeah.
Why is he fighting these people? This was in the beginning.
Okay.
Hibbs, they've reused the footage from the beginning.
Probably, bro.
They have.
It's not exactly the same.
Yeah, it is. It's the same fucking kick he done. They've just now extended the scene. But that was the same fucking footage from the intro.
Julian, somebody's got to keep those souls in there.
What?
What? Oh, this guy again.
So he goes and infiltrates places, has a little fight, and then just goes, yeah, 'cause we're buds. So anyway, he's in that, and there's all them fucking weird scenes. Then he introduces us to the old guy, where me and you were like, what the fuck?
I didn't even heard him, the quality was so bad. But he was like quite crazy throughout it.
As the film goes on, he gets more camp.
Yeah, all we heard from that scene is something about them doing a job for him, and the job is now begun, or something.
They say something about, I think they say Shaw, the main guy, he's escaped from hell, so he's going to be a problem to us.
Apparently he went to hell. Though.
So he's a Doomslayer, because Doomslayer is the only guy who's gone to hell and come back.
It is that simple, Lucas. You see.
There's no way this guy's a Doomslayer. He would die in a tutorial stage. Fuck right off. Basically take him out. That's the impression we
It sounds
got.
like they're sharing one mic between about 12 people. So
it's like as if, they said, it's like, it sounds like they put a lavender mic, a little tiny one, which you should have for yourself, in a fucking room with like 10 foot of concrete between them all. Like but then it flips to one guy and you can kind of hear him a bit more. I don't fucking know. The audio and the technicality, this is one of the worst films I've ever seen. I've seen some terrible ones. This like this is worse than a Breen film, bro. This is where that audio issue is. What? What?
Job done.
He said something about a job. Like,
do you know what's
going on?
Job has just begun.
The job has just begun.
I can hear him, but this dude.
I'm not telling you again.
Oh, it's gone up a bit now.
I haven't been here in 2,000 years.
Are they sharing the mic between them all?
I think they are. I think there's a lavender mic in the other room trying to pick it up through a brick wall. I think that's what's happened. What? Huh? What? Huh?
Don't even know what he said, like. What was he laughing at? That was such an evil laugh as well.
Zero idea, mate. Zero idea.
Look at him.
Mate, already this film's caught my interest dramatically, like, and we're what, like a minute and a half in? 2 minutes maybe? This is worse, like, because there's literally scenes as out of order, like, as they weren't meant to be there and shit. So then, yeah, you had the old guy. So the whole film, basically, we get the idea is, like, these guys are supposed to be hunting down this guy because he's going to be a problem to them. But then, really, it's just scene after scene of him coming up to someone, like, new. They're having, like, a little fight, because that's when he first meets, when he introduced Katana, the Asian guy. Naturally, they call him Katana. Your standard.
Yeah. I can't work it out, so I need to figure that out. Picking in my head.
Why was that in there? Why was that in there?
Got your present, Lucas. Thought it might help you remember your roots.
That was a different scene completely.
It's been a long time, Katana. We have the blood.
The guy's name is Katana. Let me get this right.
They ain't even in the same room, but oh yeah, they are.
Hibbs. The Asian character's name is Katana.
Or like the Mortal Kombat character, like.
Oh my god, like the Asian person's name is Katana, like.
It's hard to explain this movie bit by bit because you can tell at the beginning that, but it just cuts to so many random scenes which are not explained and have no relevance on the movie whatsoever.
Literally,
for example, a couple of times it just cuts this random party, like vampire party. Yeah, doesn't say what it's about, why they cut into that party, whatever. Like cuts away, starts going back to them walking around or whatever, like. It just makes no sense. It cuts to a random view of a building, right? For no reason, and then just cuts...
For literally, like, half a second. Yeah. Like, there was that one scene where we laughed, where it went all fucked up and glitched. It looked like the VHS went, like whatever. It cuts to, like, a scene, like, a building for, like 3 frames maybe at best. So what's that, like 0.3 seconds? And then it just cuts to a scene. So... this is what I'm saying. This is like incompetently technically.
I'm not being funny, but you know, Scott Shaw, if you ever see this, what the fuck, bro?
What drugs are you on, Sonny?
What the fuck, man? Come on. And the fighting. So
let's just talk about the fighting, because really, this film, like, keep in mind, this film. Keep in mind, this film with credit is 51 minutes long. Probably the shortest film I've ever seen as far as a film goes, and still, literally, about no more than 5 minutes of this film is relevant. So there's like 48 minutes or whatever. Probably about 47 minutes of this film didn't need to be in there. And then I'm guessing the scenes he took out, it's because there's loads of scenes where it's like, why is this happening now? Like, this was never explained. Oh, that must have been filmed. He just didn't put it in there. But is anything going to happen in this film? Since the beginning of this film, besides him pissing off the people in the beginning, nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. Nothing of relevance to progress the story in any way. It's like he's done side missions and like he did the intro mission and went side missions and just hasn't done any fucking main missions. Like, Hibbs, You know, besides the intro, and now the point he's met up with someone, what's been the point of any other
I
scenes
have
he's
no
filmed?
idea, bro.
Literally, right, you could have had the intro, he meets up with him, and we're up to date with what's happened.
They put a load of relationship dramas in the
This
middle
film is only 51 minutes, and there's literally been about fucking no more than 4 minutes worth of relevance so far. This is crazy.
Pretty much every scene that
It was a
Scott Shaw
lot.
filmed with the fighting, he just fought with the one leg.
Yeah,
and he'd
tell him
kick
about
them.
his fighting style. What does he only do?
It was just the same kicks every time, just a couple of kicks.
Yeah.
It was always like the one that landed on top of his shoulder, that put him down, they're dead then, they're dead then.
Like, you're likely to kick you on the shoulder.
He did that pretty much every time, apart from the one time he used his hands and like...
And then he snapped the neck when he does
like,
it. Yeah.
The very... But every fight he was in, it was like, he just does the same
It
thing.
was all slowed down, and the people would stand there, literally like, whilst he does a spin, not even like, you know, trying to guard, just stand there and just take the
These
kick every
people
time.
I think he was fighting were supposed to know him and supposed to know that he can fight. So they must. How would they not beat him? Because he's so predictable.
He does the same fucking spin
he's
kick
so
every
predictable.
time.
Like I
But
felt
somehow,
at the end of that movie that I could beat him in a fight because he
100%.
was so predictable. Like,
100%.
I just don't. I was like, go on, and yeah, I know what you're gonna do, mate. I'll just catch your leg.
Literally easy and just sweep him and he'd like fucking fall back on his head. What? What? He just stood there. He just stood there. Look at them stand there and take kicks from each other. That's the one to knock him over. That was the one to kick him over.
That's like a little tiny shot.
Oh my god.
The way he felt like he's just got back as he's carrying on.
Which, you know what?
Why'd he let him get back up for?
He sure got some moves, doesn't he? What? Oh my god. This is fucking so bad. Ah, yeah! Like, you would get killed doing that, bro. Someone would slap you up like that. Look at this. This Hibbs, right? This guy, when he made this film in '92, looking at him, I'm assuming he's probably in his, like, you know, 30s, maybe late 30s, yeah, mid to late 30s.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe.
So
40.
basically, our age now, being in mid 30s.
Yeah.
If I made this as a serious film, I would be so embarrassed to never see the light of day. How the fuck did this come out?
I know.
Are you serious? What? What's with the editing and shit? What? Why?
Yeah.
We did not edit this in any way. What? Look at this. It was like Charlie Z, bro. He just started randomly on people in fucking in gyms. You remember Charlie Z guy who just go out starting on people? That's who it is. Zelenoff, bro. Ah! I'm gonna kill you. Oh my god. Is that seriously a smile? What is that?
It's always kicks. Like that's all he does is
Look
kick.
at this guy. This guy's style though is terrible.
Yeah. Everything's a kick. Everything's a kick. Everything.
Look at this.
Yeah. You don't look. Everything's a kick.
Yeah, I do know. I don't think he's thrown a single punch, is he?
No. Kick again now.
Yeah.
Happens.
And the guy just stands there and takes it.
I swear it's all with the one foot as well. You just fight.
Bro, this is crazy embarrassing. I cannot fucking get over this guy.
I can't wait for this guy to have another fight now, just so I can see everything that he does as a kick.
Do you think there's going to be another fight? What? Bro,
What the fuck is this?
that give me an headache.
Here we go. Kick.
Oh, why was that in slow
same
motion?
leg? He just fights one people every single bit is like one leg.
Oh, he punches and he kicks. There we go. Look at
What
this!
is this guy doing?
No, he's having a dance. Oh, is that supposed to be funny? Oh, it's Indiana Jones film. Remember the scene from Indiana Jones? I think it's trying to rip into that a bit.
What is this, kid? What?
Well, with some foam nunchucks. What? Are you serious? He just like hits like down on your shoulder.
Yeah, he just does that it's the same move every time. Same move every time.
Where's the guy, if he just came in front, how come the other guy who was behind him ain't saving his ass?
Same move every time though.
Yeah. Oh my god. Ah! Look at this. Beautiful, you just stand there. Look how lazy the other guy is. He's just like, whatever. What? I don't know.
Here you go, on the top of the shoulder, right? That same kick again, there.
Oh my god.
Oh, he actually uses hands.
He just
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The one time he uses his hands, he snaps her neck. But like, yeah, mate, like the fight scenes were drastic in this film, and for the film called Samurai Vampire Bikers from Hell, there was 4 fight scenes. As I said, the part in the beginning even had fucking certain cuts from the end fight scene they just accidentally put in there. Because, like as I said, on the like we explained it during now, he's in a cloak and then he's not. What was that one scene where they're having a dialogue, and I noticed it, and I'm like, bro, his hands keep fucking moving.
Princess.
Look how awkward he is there. And look, his hands were in his pocket, and now they're back there. So they are separate takes. They are separate takes, in fairness.
Oh my
But they're just awfully cut together. Watch out, his hands are down there. Watch, see if his hands change again. Yeah!
What? That quick, like?
That's like the 4th time it's happened, like.
And his acting, like the old guy, he's like so anime, he's
Yeah.
giving it all. And the other woman, she's not even moving. Like,
Oh yeah,
you
there's
know,
the
like,
one
you see,
scene, she's
so-
all smacked
yeah.
out, like it seems, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Like, yeah. This woman's literally just freestyling this, bro.
Yeah, she looks she's on something.
Yeah, she does, doesn't he? Looks like you just picked her outside and said, oh, will you quickly film a scene? I'll fucking buy your next hit. And then, yeah, so basically, the thing that's fucking weird as shit, as I said, there's 4 fight scenes in here. Right at the beginning, shit's going on. It actually looks like it's a serious fight, you know, he's knocking people out and that. Every other fight until the end, right, he has with people, they'll do a little shitty sword thing, he'll have a fight with them, and then he'll all shake hands and go hard. Like, it was like a, you know, like when you're just challenging like a friend in a fight, like kind of thing, just to test his skills. Every single fight scene bar the end is like that, because we're like, who is this person? Why is he fighting him? And then it's just like, oh, cool, I'll let you go. All right, then, cool. You're not going to finish him off. You're like, what? And they're like really cool with each other. So we're like, who's a bad guy? Who's a good guy throughout this whole film? At points we're like, what? So they're on their side? Are they not? What? So
You know how it is, man.
he's friends with these as well?
It's great up here, man. What are you kidding?
Who's the bad guy? They're all on the same
Oh, you
team.
just playing him, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to be in it, because they're all on the same team, bro. So far.
Yeah, I mean, so that end of the film with it all fighting.
So
I
then,
mean,
basically, yeah, I guess to the end.
it's so casual, like, so it's just like, it keeps cutting to them fighting individual guys, and it's just like, it's so pathetic, really.
It's
Like,
really
again, he's
pathetic.
just doing it, he's fighting with his one kick, it's mostly, the other guy, Katana, he does a couple of other things.
Yeah.
But he, yeah, so, yeah,
they're
they're
in a
just fighting
wood.
random people, and then they
Wood,
like
yeah.
beat him. It's so casual or everything. And then the main guy who's been bossing everyone out, he just trips him up, and then he's dead.
So, like, they're fighting him in a woods and
Yeah.
all that, which is basically his back garden, you can fucking tell or whatever, like, or someone's fucking back garden. They're having a fight, it said pathetic things, and then the main guy, so he's like, you know, oh, you just killed them, I'm gonna get you. Oh, he comes running for them, because there's a girl with him, which he randomly starts hooking up with, who was getting off of one of the other fucking vampires early in the film, but then it just goes to the main guy, and he's just hooking up with her all of a sudden. You're like, what? Like, that's what I mean, I never explained, like, why is he with her now? What the fuck, loads of that. So then, yeah, the guy's coming for that blonde woman, don't know why he's coming for the blonde woman, but he comes for her, and literally the guy just goes, oh, the main guy literally leg out, crops him up, and then there's that noise. It sounds like, you know, Dumb and Dumber, the film, when he goes, hey, hey Lloyd, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? And he does that crazy high-pitched scream. It sounded exactly like that. I don't know if they sampled it. I'm going to have to check the years it came out. I don't know if Dumb and Dumber came out after. If Dumb and Dumber came out before this, they 100% sampled it. Like, I'm just saying, because he sounded so much. So the guy falls onto his own stake.
Yeah.
He's on the floor, and they just make a little quip, fuck off, and the credits roll.
That's basically the very abrupt end.
Katana? What? That was Ace Ventura's scream when Ace Ventura go, or Dumb and Dumber when he goes, oh, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
So you tripped him over when he died on that thing.
Yeah, that was pathetic.
What the fuck? I mean, to sum it up, the way I put this movie is, it's about 20. Well, I think I'm stretching saying 20 minutes.
You
of,
would
like,
be
a
massively
relevant
stretching it.
storyline. And everything else is absolute bullshit where it just cuts to random crap. But yeah, I'm even being generous saying
Mate,
20
7
minutes.
minutes. This could have been cut into a 7-minute film, easily 7 minutes, and it would have made it like he comes in, he fucks someone up, he literally goes to the point where he meets a one guy. You could have that one scene, then you have the little brotherhood thing. Cut to the end of the film. That would be about 7 minutes at best, and that would make more sense.
Yeah, like the main
Easy.
guy, Alexander. Is it Alexander?
Yeah, they call him Alex and Alexander.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. So the guy's called
Alexander.
the main guy. I mean, he's basically what he's doing in the whole movie is basically just walking around, starting fights with everyone though as well.
Yeah.
Like different bit, and then being their friend,
And
then
like,
being their friend.
Yeah. So is he the good guy, bad guy? What?
Yeah.
Because he's keep in mind they do say he's been in hell killing people. They don't say why he went to hell really, or if they did, we couldn't understand. He's a vampire slayer, but then the whole film he's just like.
Yeah.
Just chilling with vampires and cool with them.
You had the other guy with the moustache. He was going around.
Oh yeah, the copper guy. You haven't mentioned him.
Guy. Didn't know what he was doing.
Probably
really.
Like not a great actor by all means, but the best actor in the film besides the camp guy, the villain guy. But yeah, he ends up like just. Is he on his sides or not? Like, there's a scene when he walks past him in the graveyard and he goes, "Oh, you shouldn't be your kids." It's like, hold on, aren't you aware of who these people are? Like, and
but that guy, yeah, I don't know really what his role. I mean, he's just killing people. A cop in the map. I don't really know what he was doing.
He does more than anyone. He starts going around at one point.
I'm not a good actor, but he's better than everyone.
Yeah, he's better than he is. But he's like at one point, bro, he's the most efficient character. He just goes on a killing spree, like a genuine like murdering spree of vampires. So it's like like serial killers on horror films.
Yeah,
he was like a serial killer to these vampires. They're just all chilling. He just turned up and kill them. They're like, whoa, what have they done to you? Oh, look at this. She was pathetic. Well, if you were going to be killed by a smackhead, I'd be gutted, so yeah.
Did that knife just get bigger?
Is there loads of blood on her leg? Why is there blood on her leg and stuff? Or is that the pattern of her trousers? I can't tell.
I don't know. I think it's just a pattern on her trousers, isn't it?
I know. No, it's blood. Why is there blood on her leg? Like, fucking...
What the...
Why do they keep going to black? Like, Manhunt 2 when he censored the death scenes? Is that what they... Or like The Punisher. Remember The Punisher on the PlayStation 2? They would turn it black and white and like shake the camera up so you couldn't see it.
Who does he look like? Oh my god.
Jaws from fucking James Bond or something.
What?
What? He's staking him, bro. So that's how he got defeated. That's pathetic. What? That was embarrassing. What?
Just say no to vampires.
That's something to give a bit of epilepsy.
Oh, he's just going to stab, like, so he's just going around. This should have been early in the film when he was stabbing all the people on the rampage.
This is the guy who looks
all
like the guy
edited
from
out,
40 hours, yeah.
Relax.
Because he's here now.
I just want to kill this vampire bitch from hell.
What the fuck? What?
This is weird. Oh, he stabbed her.
She were a vampire.
What about that?
Oh, what?
He killed a human.
Where's that guy?
And that's a copper guy, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I know, man. Who does he look like?
Why am I questioning anything?
So the guy, I can't remember what his name was, but the guy with the moustache, the cop-looking guy. Oh,
yeah,
he looks like somebody.
It's killing me.
If anyone knows who it is,
who you're thinking of,
he looks like. Put in the comments. I think potentially it's the guy from another 48 Hours. They call the Iceman and a bad guy, but I can't be sure. I can't remember what his name was, but it's like Nick Nolte's, I don't know, partner in the police force who's the bad guy in another 48 Hours. But yeah, whatever.
Respect for the American way of life.
He looks like somebody I can't.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, bro.
Steak well done.
Reminds me a little bit of the original guy who played the Maniac films, but
I'm talking about the
younger.
war for the...
But I don't know who he looks like, so he looks really familiar. But I can't
he does.
think who he looks
like
like.
I was saying, I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
like an 80s, like 90s, 80s actor in it. It's going to be
It's got to be somebody like that. Like, but maybe it's just one of the Chuckle Brothers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody.
Blended with a Chuckle Brothers.
He looks like somebody. But to summarise it there, but what's your verdict?
Well, I was going to say, is there like any other scenes in particular you can think? There was one scene.
It's so bad.
There's one scene I remember when he's fighting them with the katana guy. Literally, they're in the warehouse. I think it's right at the end when I noticed, like, hold on, that's the fucking scene from earlier. It's just been extended. But when the fucking all them people turn up out of nowhere, as they do in this film, literally people appear out of nowhere at points in this film. But they turn up and then it goes a close up of that guy we've never seen before, and he says something like, "I'm gonna get you," or something like that. And we both just pissed ourselves. Like, why is this happening? What is going on?
I told you we'd meet again, Alexander. It's time for you two to die.
Where did he come from as well?
I know. Who's this guy now? It's the scene when you were laughing about when this
the cat was like moving.
Yeah, because I think Cam, like nearly fucking fell over one.
To be fair, and I think you made a relevant point, potentially a relevant point, that it was the dialogue or the scripting one. It was completely improv all through Scott Shaw. So the camera probably didn't know where he was going because he didn't know what was going to happen next.
Right, there's no way he wrote this dialogue because of how bad it is. He's literally just making it up on the spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Mine is the new crib I'll get out of
like the cameraman's terrible as well. He's like, have you seen the camera? It's like moving.
Do you know why though? In respect to the camera guy, he's been given no direction. He's like, when is this scene gonna stop? Am I supposed to?
Who's gonna speak next? I don't know.
So he's just like, do I stop here? Do I what? Like, this film, like best way to describe it, is all over the place.
Look half ahead from them.
This is why a big thing, because I really think Scott Shaw came on set and he went, right, have we got a script? He went, a what? A script? And he probably looked at them blankly and they looked at each other and went, this is our director, right? He's like, what's a script? And they went, oh, fucking hell. They all know what they're into. And he goes, right then, we ready to go, guys? What are we doing? What are we filming? Just be yourself. Just follow my lead. And so this is why these actors are acting weird and crazy, because I literally think that's what happened. No one knew what was going on. He just said, follow my lead. And they went, am I the good guy and bad guy? That's why we couldn't.
This is what happens when somebody worse than Neil Breen, like Scott Shaw, stars in it, directs it, produces it, screenplays it, dialogues it, every fucking thing about it, pretty
100%.
much. Yeah.
I think we've gone through, we said there was a lot of bullshit. There was like, for the 51-minute film, I can't believe, for the 51-minute film, which is technically the shortest theoretical film, if you can call it, that I've ever seen, feature film, if you want to call it that, 51 minutes, shortest film I've ever seen as far as theoretical films go, yet the most fucking padded film ever I think I've ever seen.
Bro.
How is that possible?
Bro.
How is that possible?
I don't know, but it was oh, God,
7 minutes worth of this film is all you
made
needed.
No sense. Bro, so, yeah. Who annoyed you in this one, bro? Like, every fucking...
basically, obviously, sure, our main guy, because he was a joke. But,
the only guy that didn't know
I'm going to say, I'm going to say a little bit of props to the copper for actually doing it, and obviously the main bad guy, because as the film goes on, you can tell, as the film goes on, he's like, what have I done? Fuck taking this serious. And as the film goes on, he's just more, fuck it. And at one point, he's like all seductive, on like when the guy walks in the room, and we're like, why, like whatever, he's like all on the table, remember when he walks in the room with the woman, he's all like down, we're like, why is he doing this now? He's gone from being very like in the beginning of the scenes to you can't hear him, and all of a sudden later in the film he's all like this and that, and it's like whatever, mate. This guy, in fairness, is the only one who's actually trying. He's shit, but he's actually like, you can tell when he goes back home to his friends and family, yeah, I'm in a film, I'm the main character in this new action film.
He's way too animated though, and she's not animated at all.
Well, she's making
He's like that with his hands, and she don't even move.
Well, sweetheart.
It's just the chemistry is all off, innit?
That no good sword carrying wannabe samurai human.
Yeah, because they don't know what they're gonna say. That's why.
No way.
He's going in then. That was a completely different scene again. They definitely kept to.
What are you gonna do when they find out what you really are?
Yes! This is fantastic.
What do I look like to you? A garbage man? Someone who takes
You
out
know what,
trash?
Hibbs?
It's warm enough.
I sure love this scene.
These vampires from hell are yours.
Why is he sitting like that?
I don't know. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, it's very weird to be like that, mate. Do you know what, though, actually? He's funny as fuck because of how camp and over the top he is. But the actual copper, he's actually him. He's the best actor I'd say of them all. Not great, but I'd actually say he's the only one who actually. He feels like he's acting and not like overdoing it. He's just acting, like, you know. Look at this guy though. He's getting so into his role, isn't he, bro? The more the film's going on, he's come out of his shell. This guy.
Yeah.
He went from beginning where you couldn't hear him now to just like
crazy,
all seductive and fucking seductive and weird as shit. Like, look at him. So, yeah, everyone bar them too, really.
But the most annoying actually guy for me was the main guy.
Yeah, 100%.
The guy that Shaw played, his character is like so corny. The fighting was terrible. It's like, and that's the most painful thing. You knew he weren't gonna die.
Yeah.
That was the most painful thing. Like, this guy, he
does the same fucking.
And he's the most annoying guy, isn't he?
He's literally got like 3 kicks and a neck snap. That's all he's got in the whole film. And obviously, when they're fighting and doing all like the swords, they're literally like this, isn't he? Like, you know, they're all like so slow and that. They could have at least sped up the footage, but no, whatever. Anything else I'll add on the edit because like there's going to be plenty of scenes because we were laughing at this film, but I can't remember it because it was
there's some ridiculous bits.
So you're going to get a bit of an edit on you. So I'll go straight to it. I think this is pretty fucking. I'll do what I've done with Joe in the last episode, right? Because I know what you're going to say as well. I'll count down from 3 and we'll both say at the same time because I think this is going to be a unanimous one, isn't it?
All right, well, we'll do that in a minute, but I would like to say one more thing.
Go on.
And I know I've said this a lot of time, and I'm going to say it again today. Out of anything we've watched and done, but this is the worst movie, the most terrible fucking shit I've ever seen. And that is, and I'm not lying. And I don't say that often. I know I've said it a couple of times.
I just say it every episode.
But no, this is the worst one. There's nothing worse than it.
It is to be
Don't
fair.
bother. Don't ever try watching this because it's. Do you know what I mean?
It's
oh god,
even for,
you couldn't pay me to watch it again. It's the worst.
Even for like, you know, like people like us, like we, like most normal people in the world wouldn't go out their way to watch films like this. You know, we do it because we know it's going to be shit, right? And that's why we get a laugh out of. But this was a struggle. I thought, mate. Gold, mate, 51 minutes, fantastic time. We were laughing at how bad it was throughout and a lot of bemusement. But for a 51-minute film, this felt like it was a 2-hour film. It was crazy. I was like, is this film going to end yet? And
it was
like,
very painful.
But anyway, I think we've both gotten to the point. I'm going to count down from 3 and we're both going to just say what we think innit, on the Dud or Spud. You down?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, Dud.
Dud.
Dud for sure. 100%, like, you know, there's no redeeming factors, even for, like, if you want to watch this because you're, like, that sadistic and you want the laughs out of it, fair enough, but there's much better films you can enjoy. This was shocking. I have nothing else to add. Do you?
I don't think there's anything else to add about this movie. No, it's just...
Sure? There's nothing else you want to add to this film?
I'm definitely sure that Shaw should never do another movie again.
That damn right, Shaw should.
Don't do it, Shaw.
Don't do it, Shaw.
Don't do it.
That's how we're going to end it.
Embarrassing, mate.
Don't do it, Shaw. So that's a very fair statement to be fair. Like, this film was a joke.
Don't come after me.
Right, when this came out, 92, bro. You'll be alright now, innit?
Oh yeah, he's probably like, oh man, I'm sorry.
You'll be
anyway. Oh, I know what he'll do anyway. He'll do that same fucking spin kick.
You'll predict it. You'll predict it. You'll be fine, like. Yeah, so I've been Maniacal Mac.
I'm Hibbs.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, peace out. You just put some fucking pins on the board to make a cross. They didn't even buy like a £1 fucking wooden cross. That's pins. They made that 4 seconds before they started shooting. That's supposed to be a church.
Is this supposed to be a church?
Yeah, because it's a cross and he's a reverend. Or a vampire slaying church or whatever the fuck. I can't get over the fact they used pins to make a cross on the board and didn't even, like... They would have cost more to buy them pins and just buy a fucking wooden cross. Look how pathetic that is.
What's this?
What's this? Is this supposed to be surveillance footage like they're being spied on? Or did he just... Did he just fuck up that bad?
I guess this is meant to be the camera. What was that?
Dramatic, bro. That was cinematography.
You just wake up in the morning and you just want to slaughter your whole family and you just want to wipe everybody out just like that.
You know, just one of them days.
What is he doing with his knife? Is he just cutting himself?
Oh, look at his face he's making.
He looks like Rick Astley, but like these days, like Rick Astley, like now, like how he looks now.
Now he looks in 2022.
Yeah,
like,
he looks like Rick Astley. I swear.
this acting. This is like first take shit. You can tell he never did more than one take.
Yeah, he seems in.
And this is all in one take, bro. You
He
can
seems like
tell-
some really bad improv as well. It's so bloody quiet. I can't hear him. Quality.
It's fucking drastic. And like, the reason we're not turning it up is because it's just background noise. If we turn it up, it's just going to be. So it's not like turning up will help. So when you become a vampire, then after 1,000 years or whatever, you can't have sex anymore.
Hey, Marcus, what's up? I'm out of hell, huh?
Like, I get you get bored of it, like after thousands of years, but what, they trying to imply they can't, they don't have dicks no more? What are they saying?
Well, you know, a little while ago anyway, you know, it's like, but, speaking of those, little
I
wenches,
forgot his line.
Yeah, but
You forgot what he's gonna.
yeah.
Well, I say line.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
he's making it up as he goes along anyway.
It's definitely made up, bro. It's 100% improvised.
Oh, guys.
Why is this happening now?
Guys, you guys are so cool.
Why is it cut us like sleepover?
Why is it keeping black and white in points?
I know as well.
What the fuck did you just?
thought we were just gonna go for drinks.
Look!
They used to call that tracking. I don't know why it's in this movie though.
It cut straight to a scene for a split
Yeah,
second. It's back,
it's cut back to it now.
and then he had the screaming over.
He's in a lot of trouble.
This is drastically bad, bro. James Bond.
What was that?
James Bond effect from the intro when he's like doom doom. Pew. What?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I did.
Oh my god. What was that?
I felt it.
You're dreaming.
I never loved anyone like I love you.
Oh, yeah? What about Lucifer?
Oh, I remember this in the trailer.
He sounds like an angry little boy though.
You're right.
You're right. Just
What
like that.
Oh, my brother's here. Fuck's sake. What? Did they troll him?
Yeah, they must have clearly.
Do you reckon, like, bro?
Oh, you just believed that, like.
Yeah, do you reckon the whole time, like
They
this
didn't
whole...
even say how is he here. What do you mean he's here?
Do you reckon this film, like, bro, the whole twist is going to be these guys are just trolling these people, thinking there's real vampires, and it's like, what a fucking idiot believing that.
Yeah. You're not even vampires, you're all mental patients we keep in
Yeah.
the hospital.
That's the twist, bro. Remember Shutter Island with it all playing along with him?
Yeah, man, that was good. Like, yeah.
This is what Shutter Island goes like.
They're playing along with this guy, yeah.
Because they're all mental,
yeah,
so
they're all playing along with the man.
that guy think he's the main vampire. Like, the end of the film will be like, you know,
They're all playing along with the old man.
yeah, they're all just like, he's mental, just let him live his fantasy out, like. That would be an
Mate, if that
incredible...
happens, I'll give it a SPUD.
100%. Just if it does, it'll have to as a standard when it would have to, bro. Listen to these Fruity Loop beats were made in 2 seconds, bro. By just dragging and dropping an already done loop.
I'm not even sure they were made on Fruity Loops.
Nah, I think this is me.
They probably were made on that what was that Mega Drive game or that PlayStation game you could play on and make
I think you mean the Amiga one, bro, don't you?
It's
Like,
just called music, wasn't it? It was
Well-
probably made on music.
to be honest, but I think even that is too fucking good for this shit. You can make better beats on them than this. That's like street... Why'd you cut off the beat when it was actually going somewhere?
Wasn't even mixed up very good, was it?
No, not at all.
Terrible, like.
Then down to hell. See ya.
He's basically the white hippie Blade. So vampires can get kicked and die.
What?
You can kick a ninja and he dies. Don't you have to stab the vampire or at least stake him in the heart at least or cut their head off?
I'm a vampire. I suck blood for a living, but I'm not like those other guys. I don't want you just for the flesh.
Are you serious?
I want your mind, your soul.
Yeah, okay, look, I do suck blood for a living, but look, I'm not like them other guys. No, you're worse. You're a fucking psycho. You suck blood and kill people. Yeah, you're not like them other guys. You're fucking worse.
God.
Whose book is that? That looks like you know, Shaw. That looked like a picture of Shaw. Them books. I think that was all of his autobiographies that he couldn't sell, so they like just fucking burn it for the film. I swear Shaw was on the picture of that book then. I'm sure I saw Shaw. He just burnt his own books, man. That's how, like, his own autobiography. That's a quick metaphor. His career went up in flames after this, bro. That is his career there.
That's with the end.
Maniacal Mac.